All right, guys, this edition of the Midwest Fantasy Update, we're going to kick it off a little differently today. Mommy's upstairs. She's getting ready. You want to go get ready? Okay. All right, odd transition here. Some respect and prayers to Kate and Brandon. They're dealing with a lot this weekend. Brandon, you're an awesome dude. Kate, we love you too. Your dad is a great guy. We've all met him. So, little montage. So, good luck with everything you guys have going on. Everyone else in the league, call your parents. Give some appreciation and respect for everything they've done for us. Other than that, let's get back to football and laughter, kind of what this friendship group is all about nowadays. So we are 4 weeks into the regular season, and so much has happened. Let's see. We've dealt with the Antonio Brown saga. We've dealt with a slew of quarterback injuries. It's almost a pandemic. 8 starting quarterbacks, I think, are no longer on their teams. They're not on their teams. They're just not starting. Dad's got to get his coffee. We have Gardner Minshew mustache. That's a thing. And the Dolphins are tanking. And the Broncos aren't trying to tank, but they're tanking. But those two teams will play each other for the battle of the first overall pick later on in the season, so that'll be entertaining. But here's the reality check. We are into about a third of the regular season for this Midwest Fantasy League. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, my team is crap. I am not pumped about this anymore. And it was. It was a shiny new toy for you at the start of the season. I liken it a lot to Christmas when you were a kid. You were pumped about this toy you saw on commercials. You're like, yes, this is going to make me the coolest kid. I'm going to love this toy. It's going to be so much fun. And you're waiting around for it. Boom, Christmas Day. Boom, under the tree. Santa brings you this gift. And you open it and you're like, yes, this is awesome. You're bragging to your brothers and sisters. You're like, I got it. It's shiny. The packaging is sweet. The kids on the box look like they're having so much fun. It's awesome. So then you actually open it up and it sucks. It underwhelms. It's a dud. It's a poopy, stinky gift. So that's kind of what a lot of your fantasy teams are like, I'm guessing. So there's 2 people in these camps. Camp number 1 is going to be the people like who had Saquon, who had Breeze, who had Cam Newton, Tyreek Hill. You drafted good players with relatively no injury history. That's not your fault. Maybe they'll come back and contribute later on in the season. And then you got camp number 2. And I am talking directly to you, Joe Mixon, James Conner, O.J. Howard, Odell Beckham, Devontae Freeman owners. Yeah, you want to look at your current bad plight? Look in the mirror. That's on you. Draft better. Slow, dramatic sip of the cup, baby. No. Hold on. My tech guy, my tech girl is trying to help out here real quick. But that's because we have a sponsor this year. As we dive into the analytics portion, it's brought to you by our sponsor. 1-800-BETS OFF. If you or anyone you know in this league who may have an issue, who may be very much invested in any sort of gambling, Matt Moore, then I will leave this number up so you can write it down. It's a complicated one. There you go. Tech guy. I think she wants a raise. So we'll dive into the analytics portion here. Now you can see the standings. Now, basically, everyone is within 1 game of being in the playoffs. Half you guys will make it to the playoffs. Yeah, point them out, assistant. Thank you. Quick shout out to Hark and Barnett, who are 4-0 so far to start the season. So good on you, boys. Hark is looking to make his first playoff berth and is on a good pace for it. Now, there's another analytics page that is pretty interesting. Thank you, Tech Assistant. This is actually on the main page of the league. You guys can always check it out from the league homepage. It's at the bottom. Another sponsor, Meritrade. We're really getting the funding up this year, and I'm excited about it. You can see over here, the trending section is everyone that is trending up, and over here is everyone that is trending down. They'll list your team and where they thought you ranked out of the league on draft day, and where they currently think you rank. But as you can see, they thought my draft was 15 out of 16th overall, and that I'm going to finish 11th. Well, we all know that's crap, so I'm assuming Russians built this damn algorithm, and I don't trust Russians, and Russians don't know football. All right, some other interesting things here is you can see down here in this grid, the clear dot is where you started on draft day ranking, and the solid dot is where you've ended right now. And you can see here the biggest mover is Welker from first to last, which is great. And I think it's hilarious. Now, Welker, I know you don't have access to your famous calculator, but in case you need help grasping this, moving from first to last, 16th, that's pretty bad. All right? So other notable movements here, we got Matt Moore, Balaje Traw, moving from 7 to first. So the Dolphins aren't going to do it this year, but maybe Matt will. All right. Down here, we got Lock It and Loaded. I believe that to be Load. moving from very last place up to 10th. Not trending for the playoffs yet, but he's definitely moving in the right direction. Over the hill, Brandon was in 6th, and now he's moving himself out of the playoff contention down in 12th. Now, you think we may not make fun of Brandon given his current plight? Well, I think you're misinterpreting what this friend group is all about, but that's a little data analytics. Other than that, now we're going to get into the dicey part of the season, bye weeks. And with our very shallow bench, it's going to be very tough for you guys to make a lot of movements and transactions. So this is really the time of year where it's on the manager to come through and really show your skills. So I will see you guys on the digital gridiron.